Hello everyone. In the today's class we are going to study about a per unit representation. Per unit representations, it is going to play a major role in determining the impedance, admittance, reactance, every factor in terms of a base value and also in terms of a actual value. The main definition for per unit values is given as a ratio of actual value to the base value or else actual value to the reference value. And it is very easy to get the solution for any circuit by using per unit systems. By using per unit system, and it doesn't have any units, as that of voltage or current or impedance, Coming to the first point, which is covered in the present slide, it is more convenient to represent the value of current, voltage, impedance, power in per unit systems rather than in amps, volts and ohms. So it is very better if you want to get a solution for current, equation for current or equation for voltage or impedance or admittance or reactance or power for a given circuit, if you represent all the values of those currents or admittances or reactance which is given in the circuit in terms of per unit, that is 1 per unit, 2 per unit, 0.5 per unit, j 0 per unit, then it is very easy to get the solutions than to solve the equation by considering the value of current in terms of amps, voltage in terms of volts and power in terms of some watts, points. Coming to the second point, it doesn't have any units. It is a unitless quantity. And the general definition for per unit value is taken as a ratio of actual value to the base value, or else it can also be called as actual value to the reference value. If you want to get the per unit percentage, then it should be multiplied by a factor called 100. And these are all the values which you are going to calculate in terms of per unit. Fine. Where the value of per unit current is given as actual current by base current, per unit value of voltage is given as actual voltage by base voltage, per unit value of impedance is given as actual impedance by base impedance. So in this manner you are going to calculate the per unit quantities of the given circuit, which is very easy to get the solutions by using per unit system rather than getting the solutions for currents and voltages in terms of amps and in other units. So if I know any two values in this, I can get the solution in terms of a per unit. Other remaining can be fixed automatically. Here I am giving an example for the impedance. The general formula to calculate the value of impedance is V by I, where V indicates the voltage and I indicates the current and Z indicates the impedance. If I want to calculate the value of base impedance, I need to calculate the base voltage and base current. Which can be indicated as ZB equal to VB by IB, or else by using this equation I can rewrite the equation of impedance, that is base impedance, in terms of V square V by SB, where S indicates the power, that is nothing but a base power. In the similar fashion I can calculate the value of base impedance per unit, as well as I can calculate the value of a base power or power per unit, power in terms of per unit. And here I am giving an example how to calculate the total reactance of a particular transformer in terms of a per unit, where he has given the reactance of primary and secondary winding of a transformer as 2.5 ohms, and the rating of a transformer is 5 kVA, and the primary winding voltage is 400 volts, V1 is 400, V2 is 200, and the frequency what I has given for the transformer is nothing but 50 Hz. Based upon those values and based upon the definition what I have given earlier in the previous slide, I am going to get the solution for a reactance, whatever it may be. Now I want to calculate the value of X per unit, where X indicates the reactance. X per unit can be calculated as follows, and this is the general formula what I am showing here to calculate the value of actual reactance by base reactance. By using this I am going to calculate the value of what, x per unit. As the transformer consists of two windings, primary and secondary, I am going to calculate the value of x1 per unit reactance and x2 per unit reactance by using this formulas, x1 by zb1, x2 by zb2. Coming to the advantages, and what are the different advantages and disadvantages I am going to have in case of this subject by using per unit representation. By using per unit representation, coming to the first advantage, ordinary parameters. Ordinary parameters is nothing but you can take anything. By changing the physical size or voltage or power, the parameters which are considered in that particular circuit may change. So that may have a effect. By changing the physical size and voltage and power rating of that particular circuit, the other parameters which are present in that circuit may change, but that is not possible by using a per unit representation. Why? Because the per unit parameters are completely independent of the physical size parameters or whatever it may be the parameters you are going to vary in the given circuit. In other words, the per unit impedance values of apparatus lies within a narrow range. Coming to the next one, you can get the solutions very easily when you consider the circuit values, that is nothing but current, voltage, resistance, reactance, all the parameters which are present in that circuit in terms of a per unit value. Coming to the second one, it provides more meaningful information. And coming to the third one, the chance of confusion between the line and phase values in a three-phase balanced system. There will be different balanced system, three-phase balanced system, three-phase four-wire, three-phase three-wire. There will be a confusion between a line quantities and phase quantities. So a per unit phase quantity has the same numerical value. Either it may be a line quantity or it may be a phase quantity, whether it may be a star or it may be a delta. Coming to the fourth point, impedances of machines are specified by the manufacturer in terms of per unit values. The per unit impedance referred to the either side of single phase transformer is also same. The per unit impedance referred to the both sides of a three phase transformer is also same regardless of connection. Either it may be delta delta, either it may be star star. There will be four types of connection: delta star, star star, primary winding and secondary winding connections. The impedance referred to the primary side and secondary side of transformer both will be same. And the computation effort, that is the calculation part by using per unit values, is very easy when compared to the top when you are solving the equation based upon their units. Usually the per unit quantities of being of order of unity or less can be easily handled with a digital computer. Manual calculation are also used to get the solution by using this.